Do you recognize this voice?
You've heard me on movies, television, and radio for decades.
Now meet the man behind that voice.
You might not know the man behind the mic.
You hear him every day.
Oh, meet the man behind all the commercials.
But Joe Cipriano has been in your home many times before.
His voice is one of the best known in America.
Next time.
Anybody here a doctor?
House is in the house. What's the buzz on TV's #1 show? Gordon Ramsay and the producers of The Biggest Loser present MasterChef. The Simpsons. New Mike and Molly.
Animation Domination presents a quadruple feature on Fox.
Oh, he is one of the most recognizable voices in entertainment. But would you recognize him if you ran into him on the street?
The mystery man behind the infamous voice, Joe Cipriano.
Thank you. I feel like a slacker. You guys get here at 6. I roll in at 7:20, have a cappuccino, and...
Cipriano has worked for most of the major networks. He's been the voice of the Grammys and the Emmys. He's written a memoir called Living on Air: Adventures in Broadcasting.
Live with a look at what it's like living on air. Fox 5 Morning News continues now.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you very much.
Awesome.
Great. Come back every day.
Yeah, really.
The pay is good, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
I love watching you do the news because when I was 16 years old, we would have to do a minute of news, when you're doing your top 40 show. But this was 71, and there was the Vietnam War. And as a junior in high school, I had no idea how to pronounce some of the, the names of these battlefields and towns.
Neither do we.
What I would do was, when I came up to the story, reach over to the transmitter and flip it off the air. And wait 10 seconds and then flip it back on and say, that's news. Now let's look at weather.
No,
Are you kidding?
I did that.
How dare you?
Can you give us a little
Quick lesson?
Yes.
to do?
Yes. Well, here's what you do. We're going to count to 10.
Okay.
I learned this from Lake Bell. I was in her movie, In a World, where she played a vocal coach. So on the odd numbers, we use our lowest register. On the even numbers, we use our highest register. And then when we get to 10, after that, we're going to say, you're watching the KTLA Morning News, and it's going to be your true voice. You're going to find it.
Odd low. 1, 2, 3.
Come on.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're watching the KTLA Morning News. That's interesting.
You should feel it right in there.
So, how many people ask you to record their outgoing voicemail for them?
You asked me just as we sat down, and Stephanie hit me up in the green room. So that's first 2 today. Now back to Sarah and Allison.
Thank you.
Brian, have Joe do the next one.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, let's see. Then. The guys from Impractical Jokers are at it again when they join us live.
All right. Very nice.